video for you all today. So, like I said last time on the previous video, we crash landed on the polar side of Telos. Kriya is now manipulating Ryan and doing what she wants there as a slave, which isn't cool. We come across a ex-council member, or a only council member so far in our little hideout here, who might have been my possible ex-girlfriend on here. And she seemed pretty upset there because I chose to leave the war because I believed what was right. To the point she questioned herself. And turns out she actually has my, pretty badass looking lightsaber that I once described what it looks like in the beginning of the game. And I'm hopefully going to be able to get that back and maybe my ship. And hopefully find people there in the Old Republic or the Jedi Civil War that can help us out against the Sith that are hunting us down. And plus, not only that, we also learned about Kriya's background. So, there's a lot of lore going around and stuff, I mean, she got pretty messed up there by those two Sith. She got exiled just like me.
Why have you approached me?
I'm searching for my friends.
You will find them in the main irrigation channel room, in the northern part of the plateau interior. The particle emitters there that once governed the flow of water to Telos can double as force cages.
So they are prisoners, and shut them off and free them.
They were caged for their safety, until we could determine your intent, exile. Atris cautioned us against your tactics, fearing that your allies would create a distraction. Your companions gave us little trouble, however. The male could have presented some challenge if he had resisted, but he chose not to.
Who? Ryan? No offense to Ryan, but I think you're mistaken.
He has had some Ichani training. He masks it well, but when you were in danger, his mask dropped into a stance we know well.
So Ryan knows some Enchani trainings, and apparently these people are Enchani themselves. Where would we have gotten that training?
I do not know. The Ichani forms are known to be taught to military special forces throughout the galaxy. If the source is a mystery to you, perhaps you should ask him. It would be wise to know those you travel with.
Another comment like that, and you're asking for... So where's Ebon Hawk?
The ship is stored in the hangar. Atris has given you permission to leave this place, and permission to return if you remain in her service.
I'm searching for... I have some other questions for you.
You may ask.
I have some questions about Atris. But what is this place? What do you do here? Why do you all look the same? Wow. Little races there. So, I want to know about this place.
This was once a mighty irrigation center for Telos. It survived the orbital bombardment of the Sith, though the inhabitants did not. Ancient irrigation channels still lie beneath the surface of Telos, waiting to be used again for the reconstruction efforts controlled from this facility.
But why is Atris here?
Shortly before the destruction of Dantooine by the forces of the traitor Jedi Malak, Atris had many Jedi artifacts and knowledge transported here secretly.
Why here? How did she know Dantooine will be destroyed? Artifacts?
The Jedi Council sensed it, Master Vrook, Master Vandar, but it was too late to do much except make arrangements for evacuation. It was a dark day for the Order. Many on Dantooine did not survive, Jedi or not. Atris would not speak for many days after the attack, and we feared our mistress was lost to us. In time, she regained her voice and her strength. She brought the artifacts and the teachings of the Jedi here and has kept them safe.
So, artifacts.
Yes, many relics from Dantooine, some which predate even the destruction of Ossus. She was not able to save all, but she saved enough. She was able to bring them here before the Academy's destruction. It was a fortunate thing. She was not able to save everything.
I like to see some of this Jedi knowledge. Any lightsabers in this collection? What's Ossus?
Ossus was once the home of much of the Jedi teaching and knowledge. It was destroyed over 40 years ago by the Sith during the time of Exar Kun. Fortunately, a few relics and artifacts were saved before Ossus was destroyed, but many were not.
So XR2 must have been a Sith Lord from that time. I'd like to see some of this Jedi knowledge.
Viewing the relics is not allowed without Atrus's permission.
Atrus has allowed me to walk freely here. Surely that implies trust. If I get permission, will you allow it?
There is truth in what you say. Yet many such artifacts are sealed away in Atrus's chambers. But if you wish to see a few of them, speak to the last of the handmaidens. She has seen some of these objects and has an interest in such things.
Last of the handmaidens.
Yes, she should be in the training chamber to the north and west of here. She constantly seeks to improve herself so that she may no longer be ranked last among us.
Why is she ranked last?
Because she is easily distracted by matters that do not concern her or her duty. Such distractions weaken her, and she knows this.
Distractions such as...
I will not speak of them. Ask her yourself, if it matters to you.
Well, I have some other questions for you.
You may ask.
What do you do here? Why do you all look the same?
We serve the Jedi, and we watch.
Serve the Jedi? There's not many here. Are you trained to become Jedi?
I assume you meant no insult. It is forbidden for us to become Jedi. Even if we possessed the awareness of the galaxy that the Jedi possess, we are here because we are not Jedi. That is our purpose.
Why would it be an insult?
We have taken an oath to never follow the teachings of the Jedi, only to watch those of the Order and carry out Atrus's will should it be necessary. Atrus believes the new Jedi Order that shall arise here will need to be guarded and watched by those not touched by the Force. She thinks it will give balance.
She's the one who needs balance. I'm not sure I understand.
Atrus is the one we serve, and she guides our actions.
But Atrus is a Jedi, and you're not supposed to watch Jedi.
Atrus is trusted. She has watched Jedi rise and fall and knows the ways of both paths to see the signs when they begin. She is a worthy one to judge the Jedi, when the Jedi refuse to judge their own.
If she's truly unbiased, then she may yet prove a good judge. What a nice corrupt little circle you made here. So you aren't Jedi. If she's truly unbiased, then yet she may prove a good
And
judge.
therein lies her strength. We have known Atrus many years, and she has shown much wisdom.
So you're a Jedi, and there aren't others here?
Atrus is the only Jedi here, this is true, but the Mistress will bring others in time.
You mean Atrus and I are the only Jedi here?
You are no Jedi. Atrus has made that clear. When you went to war, you gave up the mantle of the Jedi and became something else.
Well, that's
You
another
may
question for
ask.
you. Why do you guys look the same?
We share the same father, and we all bear the face of our mother. It is not unusual for the Achani of the same parents to be born so as to be indistinguishable to outsiders.
But the handmaidens who challenged us when we arrived, she looked different.
As I have said, it is not unusual for the Achani of the same parents to be born so as to be indistinguishable to outsiders.
So she had a different set of parents?
If you seek to raise anger in me, you will fail, exile. I tolerate your presence only upon orders of the Mistress. She did not order me to endure your questions.
My apologies. I meant no offense.
One cannot take back an action, and often apologizing for it only compounds the insult. Simply drop the matter and be silent.
Alright, never mind. Let me ask you. Maybe I'll drop you. Damn. Never mind, how we going now?
Why have you approached me?
Never mind, I'm not talking to you. Before we go and see our friends there, we need to talk to Atris. There might be something going on. Look how big this place is. Holy cow. Can't open it. Great. Alright, let's go see our friends then if we can't find that. Got some council chairs here though, has some council people here, for the future Jedi, Looks pretty convenient. So is this a chamber to the west? Not gonna lie, this kind of looks pretty cool. It's good to get some supplies, Ain't stealing. Sparring. Handmaiden.
You are the exile, the one Atris warned us about.
And you are the last of the handmaidens? I heard you know something of the relics Atris has stared here. And what did Atris say?
I am the last of the handmaidens. This is correct. I train so that one day that will no longer be true.
The others say you were easily distracted from your training.
It dishonors me that they would say such a thing to an outsider. But I cannot deny the truth in what they say. My thoughts are not always focused on training. Perhaps once having known the ways of the Jedi, you may understand what occupies my thoughts.
What do you mean?
There is much knowledge here, and only one of the Jedi remain. There is so much about their ways of battle, their forms, their stances, that may be lost forever if the last of the Jedi is taken from the galaxy.
So she's want to be a Jedi herself. Battle is not the truth of Jedi teachings. I believe it to be the furthest thing from it. Combat is not the Jedi way, and it's not my way. Is this what occupies your thoughts? To lose those commentators would be tragic indeed. When the methods to inflict violence on others is limited, it is not as weak as all. If you are afraid of the Jedi lore being lost, why don't you try and learn some of that lore?
I know your meaning, but I have not been clear on mine. Stance, form, discipline are a means of expression and communication. They speak one's heart and one's devotion to their cause.
Devotion to their cause. Combat is the best. So you consider slaughter a means of expression. I agree, so you only go for a Greek. Devotion to the cause.
The methods you use to meet your opponent speak truer than any words can express. When you risk pain or death, there is no truer sacrifice or strength.
Combat is not the only way. Combat is not the best way to communicate with others. So you consider slaughter a means of expression. I agree, it should definitely. Combat is not the best way to communicate with others.
It was to the Jedi traitor Malak. It was to the Jedi traitor Revan. When Taris was destroyed, it showed Malak's heart through its execution and intent. It was brutal, without finesse, but showed his commitment to defeat the Jedi. Yet with Revan, there was the same commitment, but it was a subtle thing, like weaving threads in a tapestry, or strokes upon a canvas. He spoke through battle and tactics, in a way one could never do in words. He showed his heart at Malachor V, and finally, at the end of the Jedi Civil War. I believe he was speaking to Malak in that final battle, though few knew it.
Revan turned on Malak, once a friend, killed him. Malak was slain, and that is all to be said. Revan and Malak were driven only by the dark side. The Force drove Revan to do what needed to be done, and that is all. I would not ascribe too much poetry to their hate and violence.
But to say that seems an untruth based on what I know of the Jedi. The Force can drive others, but there is still
still choice, is there not? If there is no choice in the Force, then our teachings and our actions are for nothing. And I refuse to believe that is true.
Revan turned him out once a friend and killed him. Let me ask you something else.
You may ask.
You said Aegis warned you about me. What did she say?
She said, you betrayed the Jedi by going to war when it was forbidden to you. You turned on your masters, your teachings, and yourself.
Oh, she was just teasing. I'm not really a bad guy.
That is not all she says. She says you know nothing of loyalty to any cause except your own animal instincts. And she told us why you fell to the dark side.
And why was that? What, dark side?
Atris says that you fell to the dark side in the Mandalorian Wars when you gave in to your lust for battle. Once you tasted war, you could not give it up.
So, why didn't I keep fighting in a Jedi Civil War? That doesn't explain why I stopped fighting after Mandalorian.
Atris says when the Dark Lord Revan returned to the Republic, you did not march with him because you had fallen so far you could no longer feel the Force.
That is untrue, but Aegis is entitled to her opinion. The Force aside, I was tempted to attack the Jedi, but I didn't. Did not march with Revan because it was my choice.
I believe that is the extent of her expressed feelings toward you. There are variations at times, but all rise from the same foundation.
Expressed feelings.
Yes, it is difficult sometimes for others to truly speak their heart or listen to it. The words often prove difficult, or they do not come at all.
So what do you think Aegis' heart says?
Without having seen you and Atris fight, I cannot say. Battle is a pure form of expression. It is heart and discipline, reduced to movement and motion.
Well, I have no wish to fight Aegis. So if I fought Aegis, then I might make the truth come out. So if I cross Aegis going forward, it might get out of hearts.
Then her expressed feelings will have to suffice. Perhaps it may prove truer than conversing with words. In battle, the words are swept away, giving way to actions. Mercy, sacrifice, anger, fear. These are pure moments of expression.
I'll have to ask you
May I
something.
ask?
I heard you know something about the relics Aegis stored here.
I know a little of them, yes. Much Jedi knowledge is stored here. Secrets of their teachings, combat styles, and discipline.
Where is it stored? Can you help me obtain some of these teachings?
The Jedi relics are kept by Atris, within the walls of her meditation chamber. Entry is forbidden.
But surely they are not forbidden to Jedi such as myself. So you've never seen them?
I have seen a few of them. Yes, they were not always in Atris's meditation chamber.
Can you tell me about the ones you saw?
There were many relics. Among them, small cubes, warm to the touch, each containing their own light.
Holocrons.
Some would speak, ask strange questions.
Questions?
The questions were confusing. They seemed to think I was someone else, someone's student. I had thought perhaps I had damaged them in some way, but I could not think of what I had done.
Where do these relics come from? Where are they stored again?
The Jedi relics are kept by Atris, within the walls of her meditation chamber. Entry is forbidden. You may ask.
You look different from the other woman here.
I honor the face of my mother. It is not something spoken of in the company of others.
So you have a different So you have a different mother but the same father.
I do not wish to discuss it.
Apologize, I meant no offense.
There is no need to apologize. You were merely remarking on something that you saw. There is no wrong in that.
Is it a sensitive subject?
It is not a sensitive subject, but a subject that requires trust. There is no such trust between you and I, and such trust takes time.
Well, let me ask you something else. Last of the
I am the
handmaidens.
last of the handmaidens. This is correct.
Oh, I did that.
You may ask.
Let's see, is there anything else? Why does Aegis allow me to walk freely? I could kill you all easily.
I am aware of this. I do not doubt your combat prowess, as my half-sisters do. There are many who went to war against the Mandalorians, and few returned. You were one of them.
Remember they... Alright, half-sisters? I thought you looked different out of the way.
I honor the faith. Before you go, Exile, question for you, if I may ask it. You have touched the Force. What does it feel like?
It's a difficult thing to describe. I only know what his loss feels like.
Please, I wish to know.
Imagine awakening and hearing the heartbeat of the galaxy for the first time. It's like a current that passes through you and carries you with it all the places it touches. The warmth of the sun without the glare. You can feel its light and heat. There is no harshness to it. There are so many things that you know when you feel it without question. I do like the warmth of the sun. I do like the awakening one.
Thank you, Exile. I appreciate you sharing your knowledge with me.
It was my pleasure. If you have any further questions, you just seek me out and ask them. So I've gained darkness and
You are
light.
the I know a little of them. The Jedi relics. Atris has made her orders on the matter clear. Entry to her meditation.
Cool. Alright, let's go grab more items to have, you know, in the future, so that we don't have to worry. We did plenty of questioning. And I mean plenty of questioning.
Did you find what you came for?
That depends. What was I supposed to find here? A woman from my past has made this place her home. I did not expect to see her again. I think so, but we have to go now. Perhaps I've been given a chance.
There was something from your past here. Something we did not come to this place by chance. You were led here. This woman who resides here, she did something to you once. Something that hangs upon you still.
The woman here is a Jedi, Atris, one of the council. She was one of the council members who cast me out of the order and wanted to punch me in further. Well, I was, I call her charming. Sound my head or move yours.
There is a Jedi here, perhaps, in that you are correct. Yet there are no students, and this woman, this Atris, surrounds herself with those who cannot feel the Force. Curious.
Atris plans to heal the galaxy, then rebuild the order. They can't feel the Force.
No, her servants are not Jedi. Their minds are walls, trained to resist tricks of the mind. This discipline blinds them to the Force as well, even if they were Force sensitive.
How do you know that? Were you reading their minds? Did you try to use Jedi mind tricks on them?
Invade the mind of another? It is not something done carelessly, or when there is nothing to be gained.
Atreus plans to heal the galaxy and build order.
Plans are fragile things, and life often dashes expectations to the ground. Perhaps students will come to her in time. For now, she is surrounded by those who cannot feel the Force.
I didn't realize they're unable to feel the
Yes,
Force.
her servants are not Jedi. Their minds are walls. This discipline blinds.
Let's talk about that on our way out of here.
Very well, let us depart.
Is Ryan okay? He looks out cold. What happened to Ryan?
He's only sleeping. It seems the journey here has fatigued him.
He can sleep on a ship. Let's go. Alright then, let me free you. I'll shut down the cells and get you out of there.
I am sorry, General. I must have lost consciousness in the crash.
There's nothing to apologize for. Are you sure you're okay? I have no use for a soldier who falls in the first sign of combat. Be on guard in the future. We could have used you earlier when we ambushed. Do not fail me again. I mean, hey, space crash, you know?
I'm fine, General. Even power has been restored to my arm. What is this place? Where are we?
The Jedi Academy, concealed on the northern pole of Telos.
This must be where I had detected the energy readings before, and the drain to the restoration shields. This room, this place, it looks part of a huge polar irrigation system, possibly planet-wide, like the one on Coruscant. I'd been told by the Republic that it was not in use.
This would be a new home if your wind could slow me down, understand? Are you well enough to travel? Keep something to him while you listen.
I am, General. If you wish, I may travel with you, or join you at the ship.
Come with me then. I could use help. Just go to the ship. I will do you and your fellow later. Meet me on the ship and prep for lunch. We're leaving as soon as we can.
Very well, General. I will await your arrival.
Sweet. Now, Adam, what about you?
Hey, you're back with us. We were just on our way to rescue you from those ghost women when we got locked up.
Okay, you look a little disorientated. Whatever it is, straight off. Need you alert. What? You're in enchanting training.
Don't worry about me, I'm fine. How did things go with the Jedi here? Are you all done?
Not yet. I'm here to help him. If by done you mean my ally says you get something, yes.
Well, that's not exactly what I wanted to hear.
You have done enough, Ryan. You can go if you want. And leave. There's only humans there. Forget. Let's go.
Why have you approached me?
Do all these women look alike? Not like I'm complaining, I mean, it's interesting.
They are Ichani. It is not unusual for their children to share similar features from the same parents.
If you have a reason for approaching me, speak it.
Devon Hawk, where is it?
Your ship is stored in the hangar. Aegis has given you permission to leave this place, and permission to return if you remain in her service.
Alright, well, let's get some more stuff. Yo, this place looks cool. Looks like a training facility. Let's get some out of here. Wah! Adrenal stamina, huh? Got break this thing open, yeah. Gotta break it open, yeah. Mandalorian melee shield, sweet. Nothing there. There we go. Whoa! Precision shot, initiate armor. Cool. Thought I'd missed something in there, I guess not. A Republic Blaster. Alright, Ryan, looks like you want to get an upgrade. Alright, we got some stuff there, let's go.
You are the exile. I am the last of the head.
Alright, let's go and get going. Except we can't. That's weird. I need to know what's going on. Why can't we leave?
Curious thing. What lies behind it?
When I first met Atris, she emerged from this chamber. I don't know, but I want to find out.
Did she? Perhaps it is a meditation chamber of some sort.
So, can't use that. I want my lightsaber back. Can't believe she actually has my lightsaber, dude. Cool. Can open. Alright, we spent more than enough time here. We're out. Be gone.
Why have you approached me?
Hey, it's a droid. Long time no see.
Well, if it isn't the one who stole the Ebon Hawk. Not so smug now, are you, you little thief?
Don't be a fool. Atris stole the ship and the droid.
Says you.
T3, are you alright? What do they do? You've been sitting relaxed while we've been running all over the place. Wasn't your fault there. They took your ship T3. Hold on. What information are you talking about? Why would she want? What's in your memory core? Your entire memory core? That must retain some time. You can fill me in later. Let me get you out of there first. Alright, Jones and Hawk, when you're ready to leave. So she's over here, you know, getting a hold of my items. Item there. Do I not have my weapons? Alright, let's see about some armor. Cool. New look. Sweet. You make some grenades. Can't. Alright, sweet. Can't go that way, so let's get out of here. Cool, got an axe. Look at that thing. Look how clean it looks. Got a frag grenade, yeah. So this right here was Telos, huh? Something just isn't right. Since we got used to the force now, let's go ahead and check what's going on.
You would. I am the last. You may ask. I know a little of. The Jedi relics are. Atris has made her entry to her meditation.
Okay, can't find anything here, so let's get out of here. First, we're going to see if we can go there one more time. Because if not, we're leaving. Can't do it. Alright, let's get out of here. So what's this? Plasma grenade. Alright, we're out of here. Let's go. That wasn't that much resistance. Let's get out of here. Not gonna lie, that place was pretty cool.
Mistress, the last of the handmaidens is not among us.
She has
Where is
left
she?
with the exile.
Left with me?
Left?
Her reasons are unknown to me, but I fear she may no longer be trusted. We will
Trusted.
save her if we can, but we must let her discover the exile's nature for herself. Some evils must be confronted, and isolation from it would have been no defense.
So they're allowing her to come with us, so they can see my true colors. And that's a pretty cool loadout screen. 2 Jedi Siths and
Well, now
a
that we're off that
princess.
Bajaric board of a planet, I say we burn sky until we see lines.
What's with T3? talking about. So I didn't catch the first part. You download Atris's archives?
What does the machine say?
He said there was a hollow record of my trial in Atris's records. So that's me as a Jedi, with my lightsaber. These are the council members. There's Atris.
Do you know why we have called you here?
I came here because I chose it, not because you summoned me. You'll call me here to answer for my crimes in Malachor 5. Whatever reason, speak them or let me go.
As Revan summoned you, so have you come full circle to return to the Jedi.
Why did you defy us? The Jedi are guardians of the peace, and have been for centuries. This call to war undermines all that we have worked for.
Is Revan your master now? Or is it the horror you wrought at Malachor that has caused you to see the truth at last?
I realized that following Revan in war was in violation of the Jedi Code, and I broke it knowing the final wishes of the Council. You seek to punish me, then get on with it. The truth is the millions had to be stopped, or countless would have more died. You were not Malachor, and you will never understand. The truth is that no Jedi should return from war, they should embrace it.
It is good you recognize this. It means you will understand why you must leave us.
You are exiled, and you are a Jedi no longer.
There is one last thing. Your lightsaber. Surrender it to us.
Fine. Have it. So I publicly left the Jedi Council on my own free wishes.
You are correct, Kavar. When he was here, I felt it. It was as if he was not there. More like an echo.
The war has touched the youngest of the Order. Many of them have lost themselves in battle against the Mandalorians.
We have not lost a Jedi this day. You felt it. He has lost himself. He is no Jedi. He walked Revan's path, but he was not strong enough.
I fear it is our teachings that may have led Revan to choose the path he did.
We are not the ones who taught him.
We take responsibility, Beatrice, not cast blame.
The choice of one was the choice of us all. Revan's teacher intended no harm, and Revan had many teachers since.
Yet they all stem from the same source. Her teachings violated the Jedi Code and lead all who listen to the dark side, as they did the exile.
You are wrong. The dark side is not what I sensed in the exile. Surely the rest of you felt it as well. That emptiness we felt. He has changed.
Whatever that wound was, it was of the dark side. We should not have let him depart. He will simply join Revan again, or perhaps worse.
What would you have done with him, Atris? Be mindful of your feelings. This is not Revan who stood before you. This one walks a different path.
No, although that may come in time. We let him go because we must. Where he travels, he carries his destination with him.
Malachor 5 should have been his grave. You saw it in his walk, and in the Force. It was as if he was already dead.
No, not death. Many battles remain for that one, if what we have seen is true. But the future is a shifting thing, and he cuts like a blade through it.
We should have told him the truth. A Jedi deserves to know.
No good
Truth.
would have come from it, even if what you believe was true. Still, for Revan, and such truths could leave us vulnerable on two fronts.
Perhaps in many years, we will call him before us and explain what happened to him, and how he may be healed. Until then, he must accept his journey.
But he may never discover the truth, and he will never know why we cast him out.
And that is the future we must accept.
So there's a secret behind me.
Jedi sure
It's
like
out.
their secrets, don't they?
the last 3 months after my trial, I had no idea. This is a list of all the missing Jedi. Sure, display it. What was also in the archive? Alright then. Well, artifacts, lightsaber. Master Rook is on Dantooine. Zophai is on Nar Shaddaa. Master Kavar is on Onderon. Korriban. Great. And then Telos. I know all those Jedi. I knew all those Jedi.
A strange coincidence.
It is no coincidence. There is some larger plan at work here, and we are walking into it. This is too convenient to be anything but a trap.
You have no choice. Those Jedi know what happened to me. Yes, maybe we need their help against the Sith. Fine. Then let's see if we can find somewhere and hide. Then let's see if we get the Jedi and forget what you got right from the Sith. Well, we need their help.
Those are Atris's records you have stolen.
What the hell are you doing on our ship?
I have come to join you. I can help you against this threat.
Well, we don't want your help. Or any of your sisters.
It is just me, and I am doing this because Atris believes you will need help.
I don't care, you're going back. I can take what help I can get. Do you think we need help?
I think the strength of the enemy is unknown, but it is greater than 5 can hope to defeat without aid.
If you put it like that, then welcome aboard. I don't care.
Indeed. But of course, what does one more matter to our journey? I have had enough of this. I will be in my chambers.
Yeah, me too. I'll be in my chambers. But since I don't have any, I guess I'll just go to the cockpit like I always do. If she's coming with us, she gets the cargo hold. Might remind her how fun it is to get locked up.
General,
The cargo hold is enough. I assure you, there is little I need. I will attend to myself.
Look, forget Brian. Take the regular quarters. We have enough room. Don't want them bother. We just been through a lot. Fine. Stay away. I know you're here to spy for Atris, so watch yourself. Not only those are going to be your quarters, they'll be where you'll stay for the duration of our journey. Steer yourself under guard.
It is no matter. I am used to worse conditions, but thank you for your kindness.
Alright, so cool. She's an unarmed fighter. Sweet. Now, we need to go speak to Brian. We need to speak to Kreia and stuff. So that's what this is.
is there a reason you don't carry a lightsaber anymore?
Atris and the Jedi Council took it from me. It was taken from me. Once it was returned to me, I will bear it.
That's not your lightsaber anymore. That belonged to someone who served Revan in the wars, not the person you are now. You could build another one, if you wanted to, but you know that.
And why wouldn't I? You think I can build one? And why wouldn't I?
I don't know, General, but whatever the reason, you should put it behind you. I know this. A lightsaber is part of who you are. Without it, you're not complete.
Oh, well, again, there are some parts I'll need. And how would we start?
I think I can help you out there. I happen to know the parts you need.
Since when did you become an expert on lightsabers?
I spent a lot of time around Jedi during the war. None of them would let me take their lightsaber apart, but I did learn about their construction. We need a power cell, emitter matrix, lens and focusing crystal. Though I have to admit the crystal is beyond my means. Never did understand them. Those parts are fairly common, though a Jedi once told me that it's best if your lightsaber reflects you, and if it is constructed of things that identify it as your own. Just bring the parts to me before you get started building it. I'll make sure they're usable. All I'm saying is that you've gone for a long time without a memory wipe. Most droids behave erratically under those circumstances. I know that, but I'm fixing fixing everything else around here, so I may as well take a look at you too. What was that? That's what I'm talking about. That is not normal droid behavior.
Maybe just worried about your skills.
If it wasn't for me, we'd all be floating in space. I think I can handle a few repairs to your circuits.
That sounds like a good idea to me.
Good. Now let... You wouldn't guess it from the outside, but it looks like you've been through a lot. I'll bet. I'm all done with you. If anything comes loose, let me know and I'll put it back in place.
Cool. Alright, let's see if we give any form of parts to him.
I didn't want to talk about the war, but can I ask you something? Why did you decide to fight?
Mandalorians had to be stopped. The Jedi surge, no one was in action. It was saying I should have. They had to be stopped.
I felt the same way. I remembered when word of the Mandalorian attacks arrived on Iridonia. My people had colonies across the Outer Rim. Many of them were among the first systems to fall.
As good as a reason for any of your journey.
I did not join because I wanted to protect them. I hated them. I wanted to destroy them. To give them the mercy they gave the people they conquered. I remember the thrill I felt when we fought them in battle. Victories were rare, but we celebrated every Mandalorian's death. Do you know how it felt?
I'm trying to resist a strong emotion. Since I felt it too, the rush of life has cut down. I test myself the frenzy of battle wasn't personal.
I couldn't do that. It was almost as though the battle took control of me, drove me forward. It's always on my mind now. That loss of control blinded me, turned me into a weapon. I just needed to get that off my chest. Was there something you wanted me for?
What are you doing?
Just working on the ship. I'm not sure who got her up and running, but I'm amazed she's even space-worthy. Whoever made these repairs doesn't think like most mechanics. But don't worry, I'll get everything in shape. Yes, General? Sure do, General. Just remember. Something else I can help you with? Sure do, General. Just remember. Something else I can help you with?
Cool. Sweet. So we got one of those. Got one of those. Everything's looking pretty dang good right now, yeah. So, you know, at 56 minutes and stuff, you know how it is. It's the engine. The handmaiden. So, Team Exile is looking pretty full right about now, so let's put this in a droid and we'll make this a checkpoint. Alright. So, without further ado, this is it for now. So, you know, after we learned about Telos, we got our ship back and everything, we learned about the Jedi who can possibly help us, but we also learned about the fact that these Jedi were also the ones that took place during my exile, so that might help me uncover the truth about why I was actually exiled. Not that I was like pulled in by the dark side, it was something else, like an echo. And they had no choice to exile me for some reason. And now the fact that I actually did decide on my own free will to actually leave on it. So, because of that, we are now 10 years later, and we are now being hunted by the Sith, who think I'm the last Jedi, even though I turned in my lightsaber, and I hit a chamber in a very disrespectful way from what they said, like the stone, wherever it was there when I gave him my lightsaber. So something wasn't right. But anywho, that's enough for now. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will talk to you all later. Goodbye, everyone.